then move on with this news that came out of nowhere. And it literally was one day they have a meet, from what I can gather, they have a meeting and it said they tell the students and the staff that you have, first I heard it was until August. And then it's the end of June, and now it's tomorrow. You on some try and be morally right or whatever. And I'm not saying that morally right stuff that King was talking about. Right. That's different. I'm not talking about that, because ain't no way you putting women and the kids in front of water hoses and police dogs, and they don't give a damn. Excuse me. I'm a teacher, and if I'm not teaching your children, people have a right to come and say, "Hey, look, man, you're not doing what I need you to do for my child." But you have to be involved too, right? So you can't tell me as a parent that you're involved, that you're not doing my child right. I need y'all to correlate this to what's going on around here as well. You can't tell me I'm not doing your child right if you're not involved in the child's life on all levels. The issue that it is now is blatant in everybody's face. Yeah. It's blatant in everybody's face. So we're not sitting there talking about what can we do for residents. We don't care nothing about the residents.
Never about the residents.
It's never about the residents. And the issue that people are having that I see, and they still won't let me come down to the council meeting. When I'm out of school, I'm just going to go. We out of school in a couple weeks. I'm just going to come to one. I don't care.
Okay. I got my mic over here. And you're live.
All right. Good morning, family. How y'all doing? We apologize for our tardiness. There's a little event going on, the Gus Macker downtown, and they started early this morning, so they kind of had the streets blocked off, and we had to find different ways in order to get home, but we home. So we appreciate y'all hanging out with us. We appreciate you all, spending time with us on this Sunday morning. Yeah, Miss Deborah Luna already then put the news out about some things that happened on the other side of town, north side of town.
Yeah.
Wow,
smash that like button, family, as you're coming in too.
Yeah, please do.
What happened? Let me see.
19 victims.
Wow.
Allegedly were shot.
Good morning, everybody. Good
morning. That's my big sister right there, Hope Beasley. Good morning, sister. We're glad you on. Appreciate you. Yeah. So this goes back to this propaganda, right? The idea that we have no worth. The idea that it's okay for us to destroy each other because we don't see the worth that we have in each other. And that stuff was done, on the plantation. And we talked about that before. And we keep talking about that because it's always the thing that we're going to come back to is, we're destroying each other. This has got nothing to do with any other group. We know that how most of the time the guns get in our neighborhoods, in our communities, they don't come from where we most of the time purchase them, because most of us that purchase a gun register it, and we use it for protection. We don't use it for going out here trying to cause and wreak havoc in the community. This is on us now, and it's been on us for a long time. And it's definitely done by design, right? It's also done all of this propaganda and all of this hate and all this other stuff. And we're the ones that are destroying each other for absolutely no reason other than maybe you stepped on my shoes or you don't live on this street. You can't tell me that you arguing and hooping and hollering and screaming and shouting for a street that you don't own in a home you probably rent, or an apartment that you probably pay rent for. How you repping any of that?
I mean, it's the mindset. It was what gangs were started for, what they were made for, reason. Like a lot of people don't know why they made gangs.
Right.
It's so far off of what they are now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What they was doing them times, because you couldn't be caught outside of your neighborhood. And I mean, people might don't know, You can go watch. I got to give him a shout out to Kev Mack videos because he give you the history of gang banging in Los Angeles. A lot of them started because, and a lot of people don't know, a lot of the gangs came from the Black Panthers.
Right.
When they split it up.
Right. So then let's be clear.
Yeah.
The total name for the Black Panther Party was the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense.
Right.
And they were the groups of armed young black men and young black women who were doing two things. Number one, spreading education and watching our community. And they were also policing the police. And they were armed.
Yeah, because you got to understand blacks was getting beat, and
to death.
Yeah,
it's like what's happening now, but on multiple levels, right. And nothing being reported, and nothing in the police and the prosecutor's office or whatever not being held accountable. Mm-hmm. So we had these young men armed walking around the city of Oakland and going into Sacramento, where the President Reagan that y'all love so much was the governor. And he was like, he wrote a bill in 1967 and said, hey, we can't have this. And it wasn't it was only for one group.
Right.
And there was these young black men and young black women that were part of the Black Panther Party. They were spreading propaganda. And in Chicago, they had the tightest one where they were feeding people, feeding kids, the breakfast programs now that the government has. They have the health care that they were giving. They were giving it through donations, and sometimes they might have hugged a few stores a little bit. But the thing is that those stores were stores that were making money off our community.
Right.
And they weren't owned by us because we had given our independence because we were segregated. We'd given our independence away.
Right.
Oh, sweetheart, let me explain something to you about Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan was one of the first presidents after Nixon who started the war on drugs, made money off of it, and it was about condemning the black community. So every president, and Obama couldn't really because he was black, every president always used somebody, and he blatantly used a black man. I remember the man's name. Him and somebody else. I remember the man's name. I remember his face, not his name.
Was it Willie?
It was Willie something.
But you forgot where he announced when he was running for president, where he was at. See, people forget that Reagan, Mississippi.
He was in Mississippi. Okay.
When he announced a certain part of Mississippi.
Right.
If y'all remember Mississippi burning.
Right. Okay. Thank you. But but the man that he used as his focus of his campaign in the war on drugs was a black man from Boston who was convicted on a little minor traffic something, but they turned it into something big, used his picture, and then here we go. Mm-hmm. But then you got the extra flood of drugs in our community and guns in our community. So this 19 people that got hurt or shot or whatever, that's the fallout of something that happened 40 years ago, 50 years ago. Mm-hmm. And that's also because we don't police our community. There's no way that you should have a young person in your family that has access to a firearm, unlicensed and unregistered, and it's in your house. Now, if you want to do that, you can't stay with me.
You gotta have the right temperament too, Brother Elliott.
Absolutely, see, and we don't have that anymore with our young. Yeah. Everything is we want to fight, and even adults.
That's what I was finna say. I mean, I know I'm gonna piss off probably like half of a certain population, and it's not ones who look like us who probably finna get mad when I'm finna say. You don't need guns if you don't have the right temperament, because it's easy for a person to get out there. You can get mad. What's the first thing they go do? Grab their gun before you know it, you done killed somebody.
Yeah, look at road rage.
Yeah.
They do that all the time. And most of the time, listen, and I'm gonna share this story, but my nephew was over in Iraq. And I asked him, he was in the longest firefight in the history of the Iraqi war. and I teased him. And he's a mechanic, a damn good one. And he has a mobile service. I'm not gonna put his name out there until he gives me permission. But his whole thing is, no, I won't carry because I have road rage. I got PTSD. I know I got road rage. Every time I'm gonna talk to him on the phone and he's driving somewhere, get you, but he's in the car. So he's like, look, I know if I carry, what's gonna happen. These other people carry knowing that they're looking for something. Why? And the thing is, the environment was created so that we could have this idea that nobody's talking about, hey man, hey Neff, what's going on? How you doing? Hey baby girl, how you doing? Y'all all right today? And then everybody want to be, what the hell you mad about? You're mad about the wrong thing. And what we're not doing is we're not using that anger to turn it into something to build anything. Because if you don't like your neighborhood, then God damn it, go control it, go fix it, clean it up. How hard is that? It's not, because you don't want to do anything, and you magically think that you're supposed to be magically entitled to this big house or this or that or other without working for it. And I can't get a job. Yes, you can. I know many kids who, hey, Unc, can I come and, hey, Pop, can I come and cut the grass? Yeah. And I know it's not worth no more than what I've been here. It's just $40, $50 if I got it. Hey, can I come shovel snow? Yep, come through.
It's an honest wage.
Yeah.
And then you getting out there having to hustle where you know how that go.
Right. And see, and that's the crazy part is everybody that got their hand in that activity is going to get caught. That's the whole point, purpose and design of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the only people that don't get caught is the hands at the top that's sprinkling it out.
Yeah, because with Reagan, people keep forgetting about Colonel Oliver North.
No, we ain't gonna give him no colonel.
Well, yeah, he got knocked down, but remember, he brought the drugs in for the Iran-Contra war.
Right. So once again, we're not manufacturing meth. Most of the crack houses that we were manufacturing shut down. We don't bring in fentanyl.
Facts.
The biggest thing that we've ever done is weed. The biggest thing that we've ever done is weed.
And we don't even control that.
Not anymore, because you got dispensaries everywhere. Dorr Highway's full of them.
Pearson Road, too.
Dorr Highway, Pearson Road. And most of Dorr Highway goes between Burton and
Facts.
Grand Blanc and
Facts.
Very little bit up past, what's that? Let me
Clarkson.
see. No, hold on. What's the name of the street? Like right there with little Davidson Road.
Davidson Road.
No, so from Davidson Road on down, you can get all the weed you want to.
Sure can.
You can go to the strip club and then go get blowed. You get to blow twice. Sorry about the joke. I'm sorry about that. But and then if you get to the corner, you can go get gas and get your buzz on after that.
Right.
And they open at 8:00 in the morning. Who the hell want to get that damn high at 8:00 in the morning? You got problems if you want to get high that early in the morning, but people drinking, so same thing. And I understand that we have issues and problems, but drinking and getting high is not going to solve them.
Nah, all you doing is suppressing them.
Right.
But that's what they want. That's why they got so much stuff out here. They want you to suppress. That's like with your ailments. If you really go look, and I agree with you, Miss Carolyn Hendricks. Good morning. Good morning to everybody in the chat too, by the way. What it is, the old way of them telling you gonna get it is not the American dream no more. Because just look at you see them wonderful condos they just put on Flushing Road,
right?
Turned down to Fifth Avenue. Was that Fifth Street?
Yeah, Fifth Avenue.
Fifth Avenue. My bad. Do you see the area around them? The wonderful, and I know they're gonna clean it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know they finna get you know what I'm saying, the undesirables as they call them. I know they finna get them out, but would I pay $200,000? But right there,
not unless you build up. But see, this is part of the master plan that we've always talked about, right?
Yeah.
So at what point in time, if we're going to be considered to be outsiders, which we are, don't have no issue with that.
Right.
So then how come we can't say, let's pool our money together and start to buy this over here? It's like I talked to my nephew who was they were doing a community event down at the lodge down there on Garland, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was pointing out a building. So right next to them is the women's shelter or whatever that is. I don't couldn't see the building. And then across the street is a dilapidated building. I'm like, so then why don't you brothers in the lodge just go over there and start cleaning it up, and then just tell land bank you gonna buy it for $1 or whatever. Oh, I ain't never think about that. Well, and then that's okay that you didn't.
Right.
But now that the idea is planted, go ahead on and spread the seed.
Facts.
You know, instead of us complaining about what they're not giving us, don't give them that stuff back too. I'd be damned if you're going to buy $300-400 Nike pair of tennis shoes. Number one, most of you MFs can't even play ball, and you just sitting around here you're styling and profiling and can't play at all.
Facts.
But you styling and profiling because you know the shiny things are what get us. And I have to find that video. It's about 22 minutes, and I'm gonna find it by Tuesday because I want to play it.
I want another video too. I'm gonna get it was a brother. I gotta find the one without the music in it.
Okay.
When the brother was talking, he was talking to he had just got home from doing 16 years.
Oh yes, I love him.
You seen that,
bro? And I followed that brother, man.
Yeah.
I followed that brother on Instagram,
Yeah.
and he was like, "Look, this ain't what you want. This life is not what you want."
Yeah, but did you hear what he said about the guns when he said it went from we was having single shots,
right? Yeah,
he said, "Nah, they got
switches and all
switches." He said, "Well, because we not killing enough of us,
right?
You know what I'm saying? He like they got this for we can shoot way more bullets,
right?" And here's the thing: most of these clowns don't even go practice. They just got them and they go.
That's why you be getting so many innocent people,
right?
They don't care when they swinging in the whole crowd. But
that's what I'm saying. You trying to get everybody, and then what are you getting out of it when you get locked up? And now your life's gone. You destroyed your family. And the people that you've been hanging with that put you up to it because you got to feel some sort of way about a man. And that's not being a man, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. And this ain't Mr. Robinson's neighborhood either. Or Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. I'm telling you, that don't make you no damn man. Just like some of the behavior don't make women women.
Yeah.
And we're responsible for talking to our people, whether they listen or not.
That's a fact.
We're still responsible for talking to them. But we also have to be very clear the reason why things are the way that they are. Because we decided that we wanted to be part of something else. They allowed us, and then they still gave us nothing. So when you listen to Dr. Claude Anderson and Dr. Boyce Watkins, and they're talking about those are two black economic economists. That's the word. Sorry. Those are two black economists. They're talking about building your own communities. Once we control our communities, we control the foolishness too.
Especially in the school system.
Man, no, the school system's out of order, off the chain.
Yeah.
And we think that it's the teachers. No, bullshit. You dropping off shit that you don't want to be dealing with.
But the teachers don't, when you ain't getting, and I'm not throwing nobody, but when
you talk, bro, I'm a teacher.
But when you got your administration not bagging the teachers, when all you got is the superintendent want to ride around here, you know what I'm saying? Like when you seeing kids graduating at a 4th grade reading level.
And there's absolutely no way they should be graduating at a 4th grade reading level. But then it's the partnership again between the community school,
facts,
the parent, and the teachers. And if the child don't conform, I don't know where you're gonna take them.
But that's what I'm saying. When the administration not backing the teachers, you got to be able. Meaning this, I got this much sense. A teacher can be like, listen, well, your kid don't know how to behave. You might have to miss work and sit in this class with your kid and see how he acts.
Hey, and I've done that. And now, it's you want to still tie my hands and say, no, you can't do bullshit. I can.
Yeah. See, but that's what I'm saying with administration should be when your school board, your superintendent, whoever they supposed to be working with, like you said, it should be both parent, teacher, and administration, working hand in hand. Like you say, them kids should know how to read, but how your kids be knowing this? You got some who go in there and get dumb.
Well, no, that's true. But also what we have is is at the beginning of the time when they're starting to learn how to walk, or even before that. And I'm not talking about I'm an exception, but before that, it's start to teach your kid, read to your children. But here's the deal. Well, I can't read, so then then you can't pass that on to your child.
Break the curse.
You have to be the one to break the curse, because we have to work at getting a better, raising better persons, right? My whole thing is this, and I've always told my students when I had them in high school or whatever, and then in the ones that I still maintain a relationship with, if this is not about, it doesn't matter where our environment is, right? Okay, you live in the city of Flint. I live in the city of Flint. That don't mean we can't travel and go somewhere.
Facts.
I'm not trying to talk about sitting. I travel as much as I possibly can to go other places because I want to experience other things.
Right.
This is my home. Hey man, why don't you? I got a godson now. Hey, why don't you move to California? For what? Ain't the shit out there for me? My people here. My fight is here.
I think when people do that though, brother, not to cut you off, then I get what you're saying. This stuff will tire you out. And
the freedom fighting is exhausting.
And I think a lot of people jumps in this and don't be really understanding.
No, they don't. If you're talking about being a freedom fighter, a community activist, or whatever you want to call yourself, this is a lonely, hard ass job. Right? So you can't go out there. I'm an educator. I'm an activist. Whether people know it or not, they don't need to know me. And I don't care. But it's a lonely, tireless job. It ain't no downtime. Ain't no go over here and I could go to because people are watching.
Facts.
And I know as with this platform and the people that watch us from California, South Carolina, North Carolina, wherever they watch us from, Florida, they see me out. I got to carry myself a certain way. But you have to be disciplined in order to do this anyway, because you have to be a student of it. What it look like I go into my classroom and I don't know what the hell I'm going to teach and just do it off the top of my head. And it looks disorganized and out of order. And so and I'm glad that there are people on here who are about changing community and who are about changing their family, who are about changing. And that's the people I want to talk to. Those are the people I want to talk to. And if you don't understand the depth of study, I can give you some other information to help you understand the depth of study. It's like I was watching our show from Tuesday and somebody made comments on there about we don't, there's no evidence that shows Enoch was an Ethiopian. That's because you ain't read enough. As a matter of fact, any text that's written on Enoch, and Enoch is the word or the name Enoch is only mentioned in the Bible. His book is not in there. Any book or text that you got on there says Enoch the Ethiopian, period. Now, you can find verses that don't have that on there because they're hiding it from you on purpose because nobody's challenging that. But if you want to know, we can dig deeper. Right? So who said that? Sister Kill, the one, one of the lovely mothers. Right. The Panthers had a positive social component that worked very well for us. Right. Why? Because they were focused on the community in which they lived in. That's where the free breakfast program come from. The lunch program, the after school study program. All of this was co-opted and adopted by the government, but it was changed for something else. Because now, instead of a cooked breakfast, which was employing some of the mothers in the community and some of the fathers in the community and some of the, we're going to sit down here and do homework. And these young people were listening to these speeches and everything else and all of this other stuff that they were listening to. Now we can co-opt it and give you something else. before we put up, I was just listening to Dr. Boyce Watkins, who was talking about the meeting between Sean Combs and Dr. Claude Anderson, and how Dr. Claude Anderson was trying to get Sean Combs to, because he was the focus, he was the one that turned
Black economics.
yeah, but Combs was the one that the system used in order to turn everything away from the hip hop that we had with Arrested Development, KRS-One, all of these other brothers, to this materialism. I got to get a watch, and I got to have this, and I got to go buy this and that and other. He was the one. And in this meeting between Anderson, Dr. Claude Anderson, who wrote Powernomics, and Sean Combs, oh, I hear you, but didn't hear nothing. And so now this is the stuff they got you into. Because instead of you keeping it high and tight, what you did was you allowed, just like the one brother that I follow, you allowed yourself to become decadent like everybody else around you.
Right.
So this work is exhausting. Why? But because number one, it's demanded of us by God, no matter how you call him and how you pray. And just like Sister Q just said, we have to keep doing this work. Now, if we don't do this work, then we go into funerals every day. Does every person out breathe on listen? No, they listen. Are they hearing? Maybe some of it. But then at that point, I've given them the seed and the key. That's on them at that point. Now, that doesn't mean the next time I see them that I'm not going to breathe on them. I am. Every time I see them. Hey, young fella, how you doing? Nephew, what's going on? How you doing? You all right? How your life? But to sit down and talk to them, that's first and foremost. And we don't do that a lot. Because, again, there's the Willie Lynch syndrome that all of this wonderful idea started from. It says, make them separate. Separate the young from the old, tall from the short, dark from the light, curly hair, straight hair. All right. And we've ingrained that in our, so this is on us. This is on us. It's no longer on the other, oh, we can't blame, we gonna always blame white people, but white people not pulling the trigger in our community. It's like I got fussed at for checking this white kid for talking trash about how when his family moved to Flint, no, you chose to become a gangbanger. You chose to do shit. Then you want to move away, but you want to come back here to do your dirt. No, you make that choice. It didn't choose you. You found something glamorous in it, and you can hang with the coolest people on the planet. That's the big thing. Coolest people on the planet you looking at in the mirror every single day. Everybody emulates everything that we do.
Right. I get that.
The crazy, looking at people come that I drum with and I have a relationship with, I've had a relationship with, here they come, they sagging. Bro, pull your pants, what you doing? Oh man, come on, you old. Yeah, you damn right, pull your pants, everybody see that? No, but you can tell your girl to put, no, I'm just playing. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we're the one that set the world spinning and always have. But yet we don't remember who we are. Why I'm not saying people have to come on and be African and wear African shirts. Just remember who you are, because it's easier to forget who I am and forget the struggles that I've gone through and my people have gone through than it is for me to, remember those struggles and do something about them.
But that's the problem. How can you wait? You gotta I just thinking we can put back morality.
Yeah, absolutely.
Back in.
But that has to come from all facets of the family. Number one, if you have children, my son just bought his first house. Signed it on Thursday. I'm happy for him. Yes, sir. But just because you got your home and I'm trying to tell you how to make this operate for you, listen. Yeah, I know. No, the hell you don't. Because you ain't made no payments yet. Your money ain't got tight yet. Your money been free. Now your money getting ready to get tight, and you got to pay attention to every nickel, dime, quarter that come in and come out. I'm trying to hurry up and tell him, hey, look, thank you, brother Dave Vicente, right? I'm trying to tell him how to hurry up and pay this stuff off instead of letting it last for 25, 30 years. If you sit down there and listen to your broker, what your broker going to tell you is going to make them money. I'm trying to tell you to hurry up and get them out your pocket.
Facts.
The quicker you get them out your pocket, the quicker you save your money. So that means these first 3, 4, 5 years, you got to double up and double down, and you and your girl might want to go, no, you can't go nowhere.
Facts. And that's why I think where we get messed up. See, people don't know how to, when you really, I ain't gonna say all, but enough, don't really know how to, when you even running business, when you're doing something, you got to look at the first 5 years of grinding.
You got to grind them first 5 years. You
people,
got to.
Yeah, but they don't look at that. They be, let's go part. It's so easy to go. They don't understand if you just buckle down the first 5 years, man, will have you straight.
And here's the thing. It's okay to say we've reached, let's say 100,000 in sales or 1 million in sales or whatever. And let's go and enjoy it. But I'm not going to blow. Okay, well, what's our budget? Well, we got $5,000, $7,000 that we can spend going somewhere. And good morning, Brother Terry or Sister
Brother Tony Terry.
Tony, all right, brother Tony Terry. But that's limited. And then if you're a public figure doing some things, right? You can't sit around here and go like, oh, I'm just balling out. And then, oh, people watching. Because if I go to Miami, I know I may run across Brother Tony Terry. And he going to watch and see how Brother Elliott act. Oh, then he can't get on the show and act this one way. Then he out here acting a fool. And all like, oh, no, I was just chilling. No. That don't know. Right. All that shit's out.
And
see,
go
ahead. No, we can't continue to be these so-called, whether you're a celebrity in one way, shape, or form, or whether you're a public figure like you or me, or a little bit of me, more you. If I see you clowning, guess what? I'm going to pull your coat and you can't say shit. No, I'm supposed to. It's called accountability.
Facts.
Because there's nowhere you're going to go that this show is not being seen, that people are not going to recognize you, or how you operate, is you're always trying to see instant gratification, my baby. You're always trying to see how you can make a deal, right? So if you out there working the table, how to make a deal, who going to want to see you acting a fool? No, that don't mean that you can't go back to your hotel room or wherever if you visit somewhere and get your fun on, but it's there and it's limited to that. See, I'm trying to tell y'all how to go have your fun without getting busted when you out here doing this work. I go on ski trips, but I still act the same way. So I might be out in front of 2,000 or 3,000 people, or around 2,000 or 3,000 people. And sometimes I might strike a conversation that's very much like the conversation we're having right now, but I still have to conduct and carry myself a certain way because I know that. But it's also disciplined in me, and not from my parents, because my parents were who they were, but there's discipline in me just to be this way.
Right.
So no, you're not going to see me get drunk. You're not going to see me get high. You're not going to see, you might see me laugh and joke and play. That's all you get. You're not going to see me acting a fool. You're not going to see me doing anything out of my character. It's not going to happen because this is who I am. And this whole idea of instant gratification, entitlement, and all this other stuff is because of the stupid ass notion that we've had as parents. And I'm saying we collectively is I went through struggles and I don't want my kid to go through struggles. So the kid can't work, but they wearing $120 pair of Jordans, but you ain't got no food tonight. You're a damn fool. You struggling to buy food stamps from somebody in order to eat, but yet you bought your kid who can't walk Jordans, and in a month they can't wear them. And they charging you the same price they are for somebody with a full-grown foot.
Right. They just show you how
But that's the corruption that took that's taking
facts, because that's what I was
place.
finna
Yeah,
say.
that's the
Yeah,
corruption
yeah,
that's taking place.
yeah, because they got us thinking. Just look at it. You can see kids can barely read. They going to school sharp,
Sharp, because
be clean.
phone better than mine,
Yeah,
and I work every day. They go
yeah,
to, oh yeah, I got the new this, and I got the new Apple Watch, and I got this,
yeah,
because people are trying to buy them.
yeah, and that's what you see because it's too much competition. Oh, if you really look at it, man, this ain't nothing but they got us where we competing with each other, and what is crazy, not competing for our, creating our own little think tanks, creating our own banks, creating our own, like, people don't think we
No,
got black construction companies who know how to come in and fix these houses up for us instead of tearing them down, where you can go hire this black company that can put these neighborhoods back together if you had to do a barter system. But that goes back to good morning, says Audrey, but that goes back to to the way the mindset of the community. It's not, this mindset is not a building community mindset.
no, not anymore.
Yeah, it's
But
not that.
they've destroyed it. So
Yeah.
what has happened? Okay, so now in the 20s and the 30s and the late
And I'm talking about amongst
1800s,
blacks though.
right. So what's happened is I'm gonna give y'all a timeline. This is called Black Watch. Listen to the timeline. Good morning, Sister Peace. We're glad you're here. Appreciate you. We were building our own communities.
Mm-hmm.
They would destroy them.
Yep.
Build another one, destroy it. Build another one, destroy it. Then from there, it was, okay, we're still segregated. So now in 1954, that's against the law. Okay, cool. You want to come to our schools? Yeah, y'all gonna go through hell. Want to come to Little Rock 9? The other little sister that was 7 or 4 or 5 years old who wanted to integrate to school. There's another young sister who wanted to integrate to school because it was in her neighborhood instead of being bussed away. So, and she said after the first day when they treated her horribly, she wasn't going back. Right. So then from there, when we wanted to be integrated, now the need to have our own no longer exists because now we can live amongst them.
Yeah.
I know people that live in, I had a cousin that lived in Grand Blanc. He's just recently passed a couple months back. But where he lived at, they told him, okay, so I'm going to give you the reason why that is. Okay. They told him, hey, after a certain time, it's time to shut the parties down. Huh? We don't, that's not how our community operates. But we can't say that in our communities to the other people that come in. But they definitely like, look, we got a housing administration, whatever. So therefore, you make sure that you understand how this is going to operate. Another brother I went over had a meeting with, and the same thing. He didn't quite say that you conform. If they tell you to shut it down at 10 o'clock, you shut it down. You're going to conform, or they're going to charge your housing administration or whatever, however that goes. You're not going to sit around there and go like, oh, yeah, no, I can do what I want to do. No, you're not. You're going to do what we tell you to do. That's economic redlining. We moved out here in order to give our children something better, but yet you listen here, I'm going to say it again. How psychologically incongruent is that? That's out of order. We're moving away from a community that we were raised in order to give somebody else some money where we get our money from. We're gonna take our children and go to another school because the schools that we came up in aren't good enough for our kids anymore. But we're not being in the school to make the influence those, not only our child, but those other children around us to make them better. Hey, look, hey, dude, don't do that. Hey, little baby girl, what is that? What? No, we're not doing that. We don't do that here. And then you tell teachers, you got to deal with what I'm bringing you. No, you got to bring a better product too. because we need to work together to make that product better.
Mhm.
And it's not well, the teacher don't like you. I don't give a damn. It's not my job to like you. It's your parents' job. And sometimes your parents don't like you.
Mhm.
Right? So Purple Lily Hayes said first graders coming to school with iPhones and be as bad as ever. Whose fault is that? Whose fault
Mhm.
is that? Because at that point in time, they should be ordered enough not to, number one, you're not coming to school with a phone. Oh, it's just in case they gotta call me. No, it's my job to call you, not their job. And then people want to get in the uproar when they got these cell phone bans because what happens is with kids, if there's a fight, they want to take pictures. One of them, my niece, your niece, my daughter, got kicked out of school for a couple of days for that. I
Wow.
cussed her out.
Mm.
That happened last year in her junior year. Watching the fight, she gonna videotape it. She said, what the hell's wrong with you? Nobody taught you better than that. You know better than that. Now, if she was living with me, none of that shit would have happened.
Mhm.
She's not. But at the same time, the principal called me. I put her on the phone. I cussed her ass out. Because you still, even though I'm not where you live at, you still disrespecting me. And I taught you better than that.
Facts.
And you know better than that. And you know you're going to get a response from me that you're not going to like.
Facts. Nah, but that's parenting you need. You gotta let them know. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of parents who would have let that slide.
Man, shit, I didn't let a damn thing slide. And that's probably the issue that many people, they mama had with me, was because I wasn't letting shit slide. Now, if I let it slide, I'm gonna let it slide.
Yeah.
But if it was egregious, oh no, you're gonna pay for that.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for. Now, I wasn't tearing them up for every little thing,
Yeah.
but you're not stealing. You're not being disrespectful. Yeah. Oh, you have well managed. I know I have well managed. Don't tell me that shit. How are they doing academically?
Right.
Don't come in and tell. Oh, your children are so well mannered. Let me tell you this, parents. Don't let your child should come in well mannered.
Right.
I don't mean they're not gonna get in there and get with their group of people and have fun, but they should not be in a bunch of BS. Stop that now. And once you hear of it, understand your child is involved and they're lying to you because they don't want to get in trouble. So don't blame nobody else. Your child gonna lie.
Facts.
And if I have a good child. Around you got a good child. Around somewhere else where you're not around, you got an asshole.
Man.
And I'm one of them.
Man, me and my cousin was talking this morning, brother Elliott, about 7, when we was just reminiscing about back in the day. You know, they probably no longer here. Some of the people back in the day we knew, was rough guys. They was in church, grew up in mother and father in the same household, and was out
cold. You know why? Because one of the parents, I remember when my dad, I was like 13, 14. And every day he come and clap me on my back. Hey, how's your day? And it wasn't no easy clap. It was hard. Like, damn, bro, what the hell you hit me like that for? My day was good. Well, damn, for real? No, I didn't say that loud because then it'd have been a whole different response. Right? So when he was passing away, and for whatever reason in my head, it was, Dad, why did you do that? He said, because that was my way of whipping you. Because you was too big to whoop. But I knew that as long as I wasn't around, you was up to some bullshit every single day. And so guess how I raised my kids? Same damn way. Especially my son. Why? Because my son has a propensity to be on some bullshit just like me. So even to this day, he's 24. He's going to eventually sometime over the course of the summer move in his own. I'm not changing the fact that I'm not going to keep messing with him.
For sure.
Or that I'm not going to clap at him. Or even in the store yesterday, we was boxing around, whatever. And then he started to get real loud. We was in a Walmart in Grand Blanc. Loud, hey, stop playing, playfully. I said, go ahead on. Y'all going to see a funeral in a few minutes, right?
Right.
But that's our relationship. And that was the relationship I had with my dad.
Right.
And then when he has children, eventually, I want him to have the same. Don't be just, my kid going to get everything. Hell no. Because if your kid get everything, they don't know how to deal with adversity when shit get hard.
Right.
And they're not gonna know how. Oh, I'm just my dad's gonna give me anything. No, hell no, I didn't get everything, and I didn't give my children everything. But now he appreciates the hard work. You know, and, oh, I'm gonna take the day off for what? You ain't done shit to take the day off. If you went out partying one time, me and my boys that I ski with had to work the next day. I just get your ass up. I'm grown. I got sick days. No, no, no. Your ass went out there and had a good ass time. Get your punk ass up and go to work.
Thanks.
And guess what I did? And I wasn't late. Got my ass up, put my clothes on, went to work, and was on time. Toe up, couldn't stand the damn day. Was constantly trying to find. Hey, where's my break coming? Because I need to sleep.
No. Yeah, for sure.
Man, that's parenting, though.
Right.
And I was in my 20s.
Yeah.
That's parenting. It wasn't none of that. You know, I'm a let you slide and take the day off. No, ain't no day off.
Right.
And we don't do that anymore. Oh, it's okay. I've heard grown ass women call grown ass men their babies. That's not your fucking baby no more. Stop that bullshit.
Right.
You know, stop calling your child a baby. That is just not your baby. He was on the last time he was a baby was on the breast. That's just over with. I don't care if you still have these ties. And it's okay to, hey, look, my dad, I need some stuff for work. Cool. But you're gonna pay me back. I help my son out. You're gonna pay me back. Because that's just being a parent.
Because you're not gonna always be here. So when you're not here, they gotta survive.
They gotta survive. They gotta know how to operate.
Yeah, you gotta give them the tools.
They have to have the tools to be able to go through. Man, this stuff's rough. This is hard. Okay, I got you then, but on the other side of that, what are you going to give me in return? It's called reciprocity.
Right.
It's called reciprocity. And then when we have our women, and I'm not beating y'all up, I promise you I'm not. But even if you and the father don't get along, let that man be in the child's life. If he ain't shit, the child gonna recognize that.
Right. You don't have to point it out.
It is not your job to point it out.
But you know, a lot of times where that come from, and that's on both sides.
Yeah.
As far as the men and the women, like whoever felt like the other one was left. Because I seen some men when they break up with they women, they leave the kids alone, and I think that's like disrespectful. Like, why would you want another man raising your child and you here?
Well, see, that part of it is I'm going to show you that I'll find somebody to do better than you. You're never going to raise no children better than the ones that I raised. That's not happening.
Yeah, but but I'm saying even with men, with a man, I don't know how you can just sit up there and be in the same city with your seed.
Oh, man, it's because we done sat around there. We done sat around there and we've sat there and we've decided that it's okay not to do it because of the brainwashing that we're going through.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. I don't care, and I say this to the fellas, man. A lot of times them dudes be known. And I'm gonna say this: if I was, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't care if I this is just me being facts. I could be married, man, and if I had another child, regardless if the woman I'm with get mad, can't accept it, I'm gonna want my kids around me. Point blank.
Right. And if you knew that in the first place.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like it is, if she, and I get it if the woman don't want to stay. I get it, believe me. You know what I'm saying? I get it if she don't want to stay, but she leave. But if you know, because we in the dark, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get it.
So let me pose this then.
Come on.
So on the other side of that, if you met a woman and she has children, you have to accept her children.
Yeah, you have to.
Okay. So the hell that on the other side of that, if I have children and you're going to accept my children too.
But more men accept the women with kids than the women accept with the man having kids.
Because I want your undivided attention. But we don't get your undivided attention when you have children. You bring a son or daughter in or a couple of children, I don't have your undivided attention. If they're young and let's go on a trip. We can't drop them off. Most of the time, they can't be dropped off somewhere else. Yeah. Or most of the time, you don't want them to be dropped off somewhere else because their kid going to come back worse than it was.
Yeah.
That child, not that kid. That child going to come back worse than it was when you left.
But I think though, but that's the yin, that's the balance. Because I'm looking at here what I see when my brother Cicero said I have to tell my wife he's not a baby. But that's what, but that he's not a baby. But that's what comes in with the father and the mother, the dynamic when they
Right.
both in there. Mama gonna make excuses. I don't care what you do. You can be in and kill about 100 people. They made my baby do it. That's just
make your baby do
no.
that
But I'm
shit.
just saying,
I know, you're right.
But that's how mama love gonna go.
Right.
Sometimes you need that, but then the father gonna come in. Look, dude, let's cut the BS out. Let's get straight down what went down. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
But you need that. But you need that. You need that somebody that's gonna ride you. Then you need somebody that's gonna. To me, it's like it balance it.
Let me tell you this my story. Guys.
Come on with it.
When I thought I was hanging with people that was doing shit out there in the street, and my dad got wind up, and I still to this have no clue how the hell he found out. He just told me 2 things: go talk to your cousin and ask what a cigarette boy is. And then he told me, you too skinny and too pretty to be locked up. And if you do get caught doing whatever you're doing, we're not coming to see you. We ain't putting damn thing on your books and ain't gonna give a damn. I don't know who you are. I'm not adopting you. I'm taking your name off your birth certificate. All of that shit. That was enough. We're not having these conversations. And I know people are gonna do stuff. Yeah. Because they gotta try. They gotta, oh, that's exciting to do this and do that. I get that. But what are the consequences for when you get caught? That's what we're not talking about.
No, we not. But you know too. But it's like I say, it's different. Like some different approaches is different. I'm gonna tell you, I'm more different. And don't get me wrong. And I was like everybody. I don't knock nobody like they thing on how they do it. But some is different. Like some you can be physical with. I mean, right. You know, you got to be a little more harder with. Some you got to know how. I'm the type like this. And I don't care. Like if you come in, like if you like you trying to force it down me, I'm not gonna take it. That's just how I am still to this day. if you like you forcing it to me, just sit down and have a conversation because I will listen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't, and that's even with my parents. I ain't gonna lie, my old man told me this, and it stick to me to this day. Just because I'm your parent don't mean I'm always right. You know what I'm saying? See, like how certain stuff was back in the day. Like I ain't gonna lie, my uncle Ed, that dude used to be like how he was. Like he said, he grew up because my grandfather was rough on them.
Right.
He was like, man, they got beatings, but he's like, man, you got to understand at the time, like where he came from. Like they came from down in the South, off basically, you know, really from down there, like some. What was it back then? Jim Crow. Not Jim Crow.
Segregation.
Yes, yeah. Right. Like how they was did. You know what I'm saying? And it was like some of that method that they was using.
Right.
That they thought that's how you come up. I'm just saying, like, no, you got remember back in the day, you could whoop a woman and couldn't and that wasn't right.
And it wasn't right. But here's the other part about that. The other part about that is they were very clear about the imminent threat outside of.
Yeah, facts, but yeah, it was.
And I'm not saying it was right. Yeah. But it was like, if I can beat you so that they don't kill you.
Yeah.
Because they were still lynching people
facts.
Up until the 40s.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of them parents, the mindsets they had, that's what
because
they had.
Because it's about protecting the child.
About the protecting.
Right. Yeah. And even what Sister Audrey just mentioned right now.
Yeah, facts.
Because this is something that we've been talking about that's been the underlying idea of our show the whole time is how we got here.
Yeah.
Right? How we got here was through the system of Willie Lynch, is what she just mentioned, right?
Facts.
We talked about that. And yes, but at this particular point in time, we're saying is don't make excuses for their failure, for their choices. But we all have to be a community.
Right.
We all have to say, I don't want to hear nobody tell me, don't talk to my child. If that child's in my class, or that child's around me and they wrong, I'm going to say something.
Are you supposed to?
Okay. I'm going to say something because it's about, and if I have to explain to you, her, him, it's about making sure that nothing happens to your child because I have a vested interest in that child because that child lives in my community.
Right.
And if that child comes around, like I saw this little boy that lives up the street around the corner, right? He's riding his bike. What's up, little man? He don't say nothing. Oh, when I go by and see his mom and them around the corner, I'm going to tell him, hey, man, your kid had the bike. I don't care about him coming over here to ride because we watching him. But I know that there's cars that come flying through there and they drive too damn fast. But the other part about it is, if I speak to them, I want you got to say something back.
Got to. Now I agree with you. It supposed to be,
and
like
that's
that.
really all it is. It ain't got to be about somebody beating the hell out of them. Some people need that.
No, it do. Like I'm telling
Some people need that. Because all I had to be told was to be in a cigarette boy, and I was straight, man. My career was over.
Yeah, I used to listen, man. No, you ain't lying, man. But it was just like the seeing it, like, and I get what Sis Audrey saying, like what they was doing, because a lot of this is from doing them times.
Absolutely.
Good morning, LaWanda Terry. Thanks for tapping in. A lot of that's from them times. But that's why I'm saying, like, we gotta know. But see, we lost that. Like
because we lost it. When we lost community, because we said we wanted to go find somebody's ice colder than ours.
Yeah.
That's what we lost.
Yeah,
and then what they continue to do, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No. Go ahead.
What they continue to do is continue to add layers to the system over and over and over again. But here's the real easy fix is this. Once you understand, look, wait a minute, maybe I'm giving my child too much, or maybe I'm doing this and they doing stuff and don't earn. Like, it was a given that we went to school and performed. We didn't get no pay for that. Your diploma is your payment.
Facts.
Oh, I get $5 for every A and $10 for this and $30 for that. Huh?
Look at the culture. Just look at the culture.
Well, this is what I was talking about earlier with Boykins talking about Claude Anderson. And so therefore the change and the person that was a change agent was the one that they put on trial now. So they used him.
Facts.
Okay. So this is their premise. They used Sean Combs in order to start having people focus on materialism.
Yep.
And then they hung his ass out to dry.
Yeah, because after they use him up, just think about the bling bling era.
That was what he's saying is it come from Sean Combs.
Right. But look how they did it. Yeah. And I agree with you. I'm saying, but just look how they was doing it. Look how you got My Sweet 16 MTV when they did this. They were seeing the stars, how much they were spending on their kid's birthday. In reality, how many people I done seen but this been going on for ages.
Right.
Mama's Christmas time would not pay their bills to get their kids a Christmas birthday. See, it would be like, it was certain things that, and not knowing, people not understanding, you give your kids all throughout the year. I didn't celebrate it, but my kids' grandparents them did, so we still did it. I never really participated in it because I told them it wasn't no Santa Claus. You're looking at your parents. This will get your stuff. Right. Because we have our kids looking up to other like, you're gonna give another man credit that you going to work for. To give him credit to say he did this for you.
An imaginary man.
Facts. That, you know what I'm saying? But this is the idol worship that look at the prom. People are going, look, don't get it twisted. I spent $1,000 on my daughter's dress for her prom. I think her mama spent, what was it, like $800 for the homecoming. Like, look at the stuff that we spending for this. Is like, and how many times she wore that dress?
Right. Once.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. This is how we didn't got caught up. And you would go look at only the blacks, the ones who broke, be spending like they rich.
But this is the integration, though.
Yeah.
When we've decided that the ice was colder on the other side, and they continue to break us down with drugs, and even at all of that stuff, we still here, right?
Yeah.
So the issue is, again, what did they do? They use your boy.
Yeah.
In order to say, we're going to go away from this conscious era where y'all talking about building communities and growing farms and following Malcolm and following Lumumba and following Marcus Garvey and all of this other stuff that we're thinking about. And now we're going to put this one particular person that we're going to use in order to change it. You got to have the big gold watch. You got to wear the Gucci belt. That money ain't coming to black people. Gucci colors is red, black, and green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the bandera from Marcus Garvey.
Oh no, they take your stuff and make it do what it do.
Right. So for them,
yeah, for sure.
So therefore, now what people are more focused on, no matter what type of things that they have in their life, I gotta have a big watch because that gets somebody's attention.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm rolling around here on Dayton's or whatever the new tire is or whatever, I'm dating myself. Dayton's or whatever the big tire is, then I'm spending $1,500 a rim. I spent $6,000 on tires, on rims. Who did I give that money to?
But that's what I'm saying. They ain't thinking about that. Like all these schools that they selling off. Ain't nobody who came in like, let's go get this school, but we can open this up and start educating our own.
Because why? That's too difficult.
No,
Because here's the thing.
Go ahead.
But they don't want and eventually it's gonna happen.
Facts.
Sooner rather than later.
Facts.
Because then now somebody's not gonna be able to control what we talk about.
Yeah.
Because okay, we got the state stuff or whatever, but it's life stuff. Nobody who want to do that, because then that's an uncontrollable population, a highly educated group of people, and we have been the most highly educated group of people on the planet. It's uncontrolled. But let me go back and mention this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Goldman Sachs has $10 billion for Black women that have businesses, and women of color that have businesses that they can get access to the money to. There's nothing there for Black men. Done by design on purpose. And the stipulation is you cannot have a Black man with you when you come and apply for this money as part of your leadership.
But I'll tell you everything you need to know. I'll tell you everything you need to know.
Goldman Sachs, who got $720 billion from the Obama administration. The leader of Goldman Sachs at that time, and they didn't need the money because they had money in perpetuity from slavery, brought himself a $120 million golden parachute, walked away from the company. But now they have a $10 billion fund for Black women and women of color to be able to operate their business, but you better not have anybody in leadership that work with you that look like a Black man.
Facts. Good morning to you. Not here for long.
Oh, that's adulting right there. That is being an adult. And that's what we're talking about. Some people will not adults.
No, because they did it. Remember, you couldn't whoop your kids.
They did all of that stuff in order. Well, what happened was, how that started was, there was a Jewish boy in Birmingham, Michigan, who went to the Jewish Defense League and said it was against the law. Yeah, it was against the law for him to get corporal punished in school. And they took corporal punishment out of school. I don't have no issue with that. I don't have no issue with there being corporal punishment taken out of school, because I know some teachers and other persons that would deliver the punishment would be excessive, especially the Black students.
Facts.
Okay, but the discipline in the home, that also came out when they said, well, you can call 911 if your parents hit you. You can. Okay. I told my kids that you can call 911 if you want to, but also call a funeral home.
Facts.
And tell them what size casket you're going to need. Call the police, tell them come get what's left of you.
But see how it is. They'll tell you can't touch them, and then look how the police brutalize.
But see, that's the other part about that. Yeah, it's because then now there's money to be made off of them.
Right.
When you have an undisciplined child, they can make money.
Yeah. But I tell people that when the police come in, they don't separate the good from the bad.
No, they're
going to attack all.
Yep. They just shoot. What they say, shoot first, ask questions later, and let God separate them all.
Yeah, and then look at the people who making the rules. They will not show you how rough this system is. It's not where they hold police accountable. For every one that they catch, what about the ones they didn't catch?
Right. And see, there we go. They can also put our children in the system. And off of that, they make taxpayer, they get paid. So then if we're community, then what that does is that pulls money away from them.
Yeah.
Because you can't make no money off of me if I'm not in the system. You can't make if we can empty our jails out, and you can't make no money off of me if we're not in jail. You can't make no money off of me.
They create jobs for their own.
They create jobs for their own.
Right. And through our pain, just look at some of this stuff to set up.
That's what Charleston White said. as crazy as he sounds, he
Yeah.
was on point. He said,
Yeah.
every group of people makes money off of our pain but us.
Yeah.
You know, and this is a pain that was caused by another group that we're refusing to recognize
Right.
and refusing to do anything about. And that's our problem. Our biggest problem is, I'm not saying you got to hate nobody. I'm not saying that. I'm saying recognize why and do something about.
Facts.
And the first and foremost is become learned. You have to study. And as much as you talk every day, I'm a movie, you ain't going nowhere till we get the job done, bro. I don't give a damn.
I know, man. I know it's a lot of work, brother. I'm gonna tell you what I learned, and I'm gonna say the majority of it for the bump, man. It was so crazy, man, that people don't see what's really going. Everybody got their third eye open. Everybody then became so woke that they can't even put their pettiness to the side.
No, they don't.
And when you seeing something, right, that's what be tripping me out, man. I'm starting to realize that, like, do people really want to see change, or people want to see they change?
No, they want to see they change. They ain't looking in their pocket. The thing is, and I'm gonna say this again, and I can't remember the quote that I put up on social media. Real servants serve people,
Facts,
not themselves.
Facts.
I'm not saying it would be great to be able to have 10,000 viewers on here or 100,000 viewers on here, and everybody's getting this message. But if it don't, then the 30-some people, there are 40 people that we have watching. If you get the message and you make the change, we've done our job.
Facts.
No, it would be great to have 100,000 people on here watching and sending questions in and asking questions and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
But if we have 40 and then those 40 talk to other 40, that's 160 or 1,600, and those 1,600 talk to 1,600. That's two. That's is it 2,560? 25 is whatever. It's a big number.
Yeah.
You know, so they have to spread the word too. Just like when I talked about Sister Taliba or I talked about Yogi, I talk about them too. To everybody, watch their stuff.
Yeah, no, you have to, because I mean, I love what Yogi don't be showing, Honor don't be showing from the DC perspective. They going through what we going through here on a.
So therefore, it's happening any and everywhere that there are Black people.
Facts.
And this is what we're not understanding. You can move to another city, it don't matter. If you Black, it's the same shit in the same shit, different pot.
Facts.
It's not going to change until we change it. Once we start to look at, hey, look, okay, the school ain't shit, but let me do my part to make it better.
Right.
What are we doing to make the school better? Oh, you know what? I need to tighten up my house. I need to have books in here. No, you ain't getting on that TV. We got to be old school when it comes to raising our children again. I'm not saying you got to beat the hell out of them, but what the hell you giving them shoes and phones and whatever in the first grade, and this and that and other, hairstyles and this and that and other, and you ain't raising good people that are good students that can't do a damn thing tomorrow.
Right. And what's so sad is, like, it's our people. Like I was watching something. Like I said, I was watching the brother Jed live when I want to say, if I had to do name right, Tyrone Muhammad, he had called it, and it's still been stuck with me. He said, man, we can't blame the white people.
No, bro, we cannot. We can no longer blame. We should understand the system.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but we can no longer blame them when we have some sense of autonomy to ourselves. Yeah. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah, he said we got to blame us. We the Black mayors.
Yeah,
we the Black council people.
The 19 people that got shot this weekend.
Right.
There wasn't white people involved in that.
No.
Even if they did bring the guns in.
Right.
So I'm not blaming them because I'm not picking up a gun.
Right.
We have a homicidal, suicidal ideology.
Oh man, because they look at the games they play. Fortnite. Every game they got is about killing.
Well, look at the culture in which we live in.
Yeah, it's
horror and killing.
Yeah, it's in an over-sexualized culture.
Hypersexual, horror, kill.
Yeah, and drugs. Yeah. Let's don't forget drugs.
Yeah, you got to. Well, you got to drug yourself up in order to be able to kill people.
Yeah, you have like this the society that they did, and people wondering why. Like how you can see. And it's crazy where you can see how they let stuff slide. They like, people don't be understanding, like, man, our neighborhoods are burning, are crumbling. But we'll get these, people who want you to elect us. We're gonna do this. Look at the Congressional Black Caucus. What have they done?
They ain't done nothing since they was created back in the 80s. Okay, real quick, pull
Go
up
ahead.
Raphael Bird's question.
Gotcha.
Please. And we're gonna go back to
It's
the
up here.
congressional background. Okay.
Yeah, it's just a little late.
When they are in school. Okay. So number one, how much communication are you having with the teacher? You have a right to come talk to the teacher every single day if you want to. That's number one. Number two, how much are you involved, even up to high school and whatever else, however far else it goes? How much are you involved in what your child is learning?
Facts.
How much? And number three, don't have the excuse that because I did poorly, then my child's going to do poorly. You're giving them an excuse because you're taking an excuse.
Facts.
The other part about that is you have to be just as learned as anybody else. So if you struggle with math, do the best that you can up until the math that you can do. If you struggle with reading, read. Or get with somebody that can help you read. Do not make excuses for your child's lack because you have a deficit. Correct it. It's easy. If I'm overweight, I can get in I know, let me go and change, let me go work out and diet. I can fix that. That doesn't mean if we have deficits in reading, writing, everything, arithmetic, and everything else, we can fix them as well. We're just being lazy and we want to blame teachers in the school. The hell with the builder. That don't mean a damn thing. I don't like this school. I hear that from kids all the time. Well, take your ass on. But you don't go nowhere. Teachers don't like me. It's not their job to like you. It's their job to teach you.
Facts.
Stop that. Stop that. I can't. Growing up in the 70s and the 80s, I knew that there were teachers that hate me, that didn't like me. Why? Because there was certain stuff that I was going to argue about, and they ain't getting away with it, right? And I got called, and my dad got called. They didn't call my mama. They called my dad to the principal's office many times because he's being argumentative, but you're only stating one fact in this particular class.
Facts.
Thank you very much, baby. The educational system is designed to continue to create workers and not thinkers.
Go
ahead.
No, you go ahead. I was just saying, finna say facts.
There's a book called The Pedagogy of the Oppressed by Pablo Freire, one of my teachers, come from Brazil. Brazil? Yeah, Sao Paulo. He comes from Brazil. And his whole thing was education should be designed in order to create social change and social justice.
Facts.
That's what education is about.
Facts.
I'm not, you in that school building, and I'm telling you. Now I'm in a little bit different position, so I can do a little bit something different. But I still always bring in every other stuff, everything else. I'm always doing that. Because I also understand what the point of that particular building, and that's done by your politicians, baby. Understand that. That was done. Oh, No Child Left Behind. They designed the curriculum.
Facts.
So when they design the curriculum, they put money in it. Of course, they're gonna want some confirmation. You got to conform. But you're right. At home, what do you have?
Facts.
Do you have books and libraries and stuff like that at your home? Then if you do that, then what you should now you can talk about creating leaders like you're saying, right? But that comes again from the information that they're being given when they're on the breast.
Facts.
Or in the womb. Like Sister Kill, from the womb to the tomb. When are you talking to? Oh, Mom, you pregnant? Come here. Let me talk to you. I want to talk to you. I want to talk to the baby.
but see, we've been so, and I hate to say it,
We've
but
been brainwashed to be dummies.
yeah, westernized.
Yeah.
That's really what you going to school is to make you a better
worker.
Yeah, in this American system.
Yeah.
Because look at just go through your history books. Look how much you get Black history in the book, and we've been all through America from from this thing popping off to the building of it. But see what it is to me. I just think that we didn't set up here and got, like you say, we got to go to the stores with them. We got to live. Some of us buy them, and we forgot. Cause just think when you send your kid to their school, have you noticed we're sending our kid to their schools and knowing what they going through.
And don't care about the mentality of the child when they come home.
No, because your kid will be changed.
Right. You know, hey, how was your day? Hey, you know, now here's I'm gonna say this again. If you want to give your child a better opportunity educationally, send them to another school ain't gonna mean nothing.
Sure that.
What are you doing in your home? What are you doing as a community? Now, I'm gonna put myself out there. If y'all want to, we can start a community book club. Even if we have to find a way to do it virtually. I don't care.
I know somebody that'll do that with you with no problem. She been trying to do that.
Well, let's make it happen.
I gotta get it. Hopefully B. Marie, you hear, because she want to do that type of stuff.
Okay. Let's make it happen. The very first book we're going to read is Destruction of Black Civilization. Yeah, the second book we're going to read is Miseducation of the Negro. So if y'all want to do this and get this done for real, let's go. Like for real. I don't know how you going to hit up Brother Mick or hit me up or whatever.
B. Marie usually be on the show. She just ain't on. Yeah, B. Marie be on here. So I got her number. I definitely call her.
Yeah, let them know. Like for real. We'll do this for real. But the other part about that is it's about you. You got to take this information and you got to pass it on to your children and the people in your community, because you got friends and some people not going to want to listen. They ain't your real friends. They just want to hang with you because you cool. That's good. But hang with me on this idea too. Don't hang with me when I'm cooking and then don't want to hang. Or as a matter of fact, when you do cook, that's when you drop these jewels on them too.
Right.
Now, either they're going to come back and eat both ways, or they're going to walk away. And if they walk away, that's cool. They're not prepared. Get another set of friends.
Facts.
Because this is not what we talked about earlier. This is a lonely ass walk.
Man.
One of my teachers, his name is Dr. John Henry Clark. Blade. What's the boy? Well, Wesley Snipes made this movie with his company called what's the name? Hold on, you got it. The longest.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Yeah, the long and lonely walk or something like that. He did this production with his production company called Amen Ra Productions. And that was Wesley Snipes. As a matter of fact, Wesley Snipes was so African centered, even though he had a Japanese wife or a Korean wife based upon his martial arts skill. That when Dr. John Henry Clark passed away, he paid for the funeral.
Facts.
Him and Dr. Ben. A Great and Mighty Walk. That's what it's called.
The Great and Mighty Walk.
Yep, it's called A Great and Mighty. Watch that. Because doing this type of work is what it is. Oh man, when you go, because people got to understand that this is me all day long, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm not changing. I don't change.
Facts.
Okay, so there we go. We got not here for a long time, but you got to be around though. I don't know what's going on, but I don't like the title of your name. Not here for a long time, but I'm gonna need you. So we'll set it up, and maybe we can do something before August is out, and set it up and start to do that.
I'm gonna get on that. Good morning, Miss Wade. I'm gonna get on top of that.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on top. I'm gonna call her as soon as we get off. I'm finna call B. Marie as soon as we get off. I can put that together. At least connect.
Right, because if we have to do Zoom, if we have to meet, if we're local, or if there's some of us are local, and we can meet at the library and then pull everybody else in on Zoom, we'll set up time up and go from there. Hey, we'll make it work. Saturday morning, Sunday morning. No, not Sunday morning because we here on Sunday morning. But
Right.
even if it's in the evening, because I met some young ladies that work that meet over at the Flint Institute of Art on Thursday. No, Friday. And they do something called Ladies of Wine and Sip or whatever. Beautiful book club. Beautiful book club. And they read women's genre. And it's for women, and I think that that's great. I want it to be for everybody, and I want y'all to bring your kids have to listen too. Your children have to listen too.
Facts.
They have to listen because they have to be involved. It's about them passing this information on later on. Okay. So, all right, we got some interest. So, if
I
y'all
got
push
you.
it out there on the bump, when you got more people on the bump,
I got
pushing
you.
them, every
I
day.
was just looking for. I'm looking for it right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to pull her number if I can call. I was finna messenger. I'm waiting till we get up. I don't want to do the call while we live.
No, you can call her. Yeah. But I'm gonna, we have to. Chicago, okay, now but then I get you. And I was just in Chicago in May. But yeah, we have to start, making these connections like, and they're gonna get mad and folks gonna be whatever and folks, whatever. Let them. That don't mean once we get started, you gotta be careful. Let me mention this real quick. Somebody sent this to me and I have to find it. In Tennessee, they're creating a town where they are supposed to be an all white town. They do MMA fighting with each other. And they also learn how to shoot and prepper. It's in Tennessee. So they're preparing for something. And that's kind of scary. In this country during this time, that groups of people are blatantly they do in Arkansas too. See, there you go. People are blatantly making a decision that this is what they're doing in order to be prepared for some sort of war. And we're unprepared because our soldiers are shooting and killing each other all over really nothing. And it's not that somebody did something to somebody else's family, but what it is we're doing something that, hey, look, why does it get here anyway? 19 people shot over really what?
I mean, I just got an email over. It's crazy, man. I just got an email. That's what I was looking at. Email. It says early this morning, last night, there were large shooting incidents all over the city. Nurses at McLaren and Hurley claim around 20 total gunshot wound victims, according to social media. Sounds like automatic gunfire via Glocks, handguns with illegal switches, which just spray bullets into crowds. I mean, that's what I ain't gonna say who I got it from.
Okay.
But I mean, it's anonymous email anyway. It ain't a real. I mean, it's one of the fake name emails they be sending me. But this is the stuff that we get. I mean, like that's going on.
So number one, most of those, if you know that a particular thing, if you go into the range and you practice it, then you don't need to have that extra stuff. But who are they marketing that towards? Now, I'm not saying that white gun owners don't have it, but most of them are more disciplined.
Facts.
Than if they have something like that on a weapon, right?
Right.
So why are our young people? Number one, you have an extended clip. If you ain't get me the first 2-3 times, you're not gonna get me 34 times after that. Because by the time you miss the first couple times, I got a beat on you. Number one, why are we shooting at each other? And I get this insanity that you killed my such and such over some mess before and this and that and other. But and number one, that should have never happened. And number two, it shouldn't be about now I'm going to get you and I'm gonna come after you after you done did this to mine later on.
But that's what you got gangs in California from stuff that happened in the early 70s, 72, 73, 74, that it be hard. Like say you killed my family member. It's a cycle that we creating that is never gonna stop. You knock down one of my members, I knock down,
Right.
an eye for an eye and a dog for a dog. You kill my cat, I kill your dog.
Right.
And that's that mentality that we got. We not in the build, we not in the business of helping build. Cause just look at it. When we get money, what's the first thing we do? We move. Where we move to? Where they want us to move to. We're going right to their neighborhoods.
Well, but what did we talk about? What did I talk about before that Dr. Boyce Watkins talked about?
Yeah.
Who was the person that they used in order to say start to buy Gucci and this and that and other and all that other stuff? Y'all boy, did they put on trial?
Yeah, a Puffy.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, but it was more than just, it was the whole, like they don't get it. Even with you look at Cash Money. That's why I was saying the bling bling. They was having these. Look at Lil Wayne, how young he was, and he, you know what I'm saying? Like I mean, it's crazy, but like some of the stories he did, like how he was having these older women at 14, you know what I'm saying? That overly sexualized environment.
Yeah, but look at the environment in which we live.
Yeah, I mean,
so what we've adopted because we like their ice.
Yeah.
Right. So if you lay down with dogs, you get by fleas.
Yeah, facts.
Right.
Yeah,
fleas bite, dogs bite you. So this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
So they're selling you an idea. Listen to what I'm trying to say. They're selling you an idea of a lifestyle that you can never attain. Right. And if you do attain it, it's not going to be, I'm going to be a school teacher. I'm going to get it over here with this fast money. And why? Now all of a sudden you saying, and you showed this in the videos back in the day, now that I'm coming to recall some of them, right? You see the dude and he driving a Hummer or his truck is dope or whatever, and he got 3, 4, 5 honeys in the car and all this other stuff. So therefore, if you're sitting there marketing that idea to everybody, and you got a person who can't sing, can't rap, can't do this, can't do that, can't do the other, he don't have the acumen in order to be able to do those things, but he wants that life. This is what they're selling them.
Yeah, but that's how they market it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how they market it to the youth. This is what they want to see. But see, what they never thought that it would end up in their neighborhoods. Because you got white kids who gang banging. You got Asian kids who gang banging. You got, listen, man, you got so much like the culture has been took. They didn't market this gang banging. They do shoes for gang bangers.
Right, yeah.
You see the red, the blue, you know what I'm saying? They didn't, man, they didn't commercialize gang banging.
Yeah. They show it on the movies all the time.
Yeah, just look at like far as Snoop, they took man to the Olympics.
That was you know what? And I used to watch the Olympics super heavily. I'm done. I'm not watching the Summer Olympics anymore, right? Because now you've turned it into this other entertainment instead of the competition. So it was more of a focus. What? Man, bro, I almost lost my tongue with that. How the hell are you gonna make breakdancing a damn sport and a Chinese person win for something that we created? Right? But how is that? That's not even a damn sport. These are people who can't compete in anything that you put them in something.
What they gonna do? Twerking gonna be in
well, they might as well be. And we'll lose to never mind. Becky. But anyway. I'm sorry. But might so they capitalize off our culture all the time.
Who the greatest rapper of all time?
Eminem. I like Twister Purple.
No, I'm just saying, but that's it. They're gonna say, and what people won't say, don't get me wrong. Can't nobody on here tell me they can throw in an Eminem album. You can go to get all of them. They can listen to from the first song to the last song on there. He might have 2 or 3 tracks that you'll like on there. But they say but what people fail to realize, what percentage is blacks in America? 13%.
13%, right.
just off of his people alone, he should be able to go platinum every time.
Right, but he don't.
I'm just saying, but this is where they're fool to people. You ain't listening to, because what it is, it's a cultural difference. Even though Eminem, he had to come around the blacks to make. Just go look at who put him on. He got put on through the blacks, and then he went and being here, and he went ahead and been accepted. Oh, he the top dude. What we go through and what he go through is two different things. It's a cultural difference,
right?
And I don't think people really be understanding that. Of course, he should be selling out. Damn, he got almost 200 million. Ain't it down there? And I'm not trying to be funny and nothing, but America, got probably 200 some million white people that's in this country.
It's 270 or 280 million white people in this country.
Oh,
so we got 47 million.
So shouldn't it?
Black people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So shouldn't he have, if he can get 5 to 10% of that, shouldn't he go platinum every time he come up? It should never be no question.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Even with fires with us getting up in here, us getting there, that means, you know what I'm saying? Like, you had to earn it.
Right.
And I'm not even with the Puerto Ricans, whoever, you know what I'm saying? When you were small, when you were small and you need everybody for you to pull them numbers, that's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you saw the brothers going independent, when they were selling theirs, they were selling in their communities.
Right. And they were selling out of the back of their cars in their communities. And now you got because they control the narrative. But once again, we're creating music that's talking about killing each other.
And they promoting it like
crazy.
Man.
That's another way to get rid of y'all on the planet.
Look at the movie The Shy. They play that movie. If it ain't nothing but damn killing in there,
that's all.
And they wanted, like, I get it, but that's the type of stuff that's what's selling. Don't get me wrong. I like Big Me Stump. You know what I'm saying? You know, because they telling their story. But we just couldn't get a movie. We needed a whole. And I'm not mad at 50 Cent, but we just had power. Why is we study getting all these drug dealing movies? Why we can't
because you got to go back to putting that back in the community. Don't forget, this is who you are.
Yeah.
That's like even the one scene in Malcolm X where the one girl that he was with, and she got put out on the street because she was strung out on drugs.
Yeah, it blows my mind. Like, these are the only movies we can come up with. You know what I'm saying?
Because this is all they let us produce. This is like, you can't. Sinners is a vampire movie. I haven't seen it. Sinners, so I know y'all gonna fuss at me because I don't really.
But it was deep. But it was deep.
I know there's other levels to it.
Yeah, when you go check it out,
I am.
Yeah. Oh man, please.
I am.
And because that dude, and I think it's Ryan Coogler or whatever.
Yeah, he did.
He dropped so many jewels in that, man, dude. Right. Like, he dropped so many, just like Kendrick Lamar when he did his performance at the Super Bowl. Right. It was so many jewels dropped.
Right.
Far as when he had Uncle Sam, Samuel L. Jackson playing the Uncle Sam. Yeah. People wouldn't understand it, like, because we're
superficial.
And we sleep. When people say they woke, only people who it took a lot. After it got broke down, and I'm not gonna lie, they got broke down. Then people got, okay, I see what it was saying. Right. It took people, because I ain't gonna lie, I was wondering. It took me about 3 days when I sitting back, because that's just how I am. I have to go back home, sit back, think about it, and then I got it. I was like, damn, that was like when it first happened. I ain't gonna say I caught it like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't catch it like that.
There's so much. It's really not. It's really not. The work is, where do we want to go and how do we want to get there?
Right.
To look at people like Dr. W.B. Du Bois, who did all of this tremendous work, and we don't even read his work anymore. Black Reconstruction, Dr. Chancellor Williams with Destruction of Black Civilization, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, who started Negro History Week, which is now Black History Month, a miseducation of the Negro. All those books set a foundation, and their work set a foundation for us to see very clearly, right, what it is that we need to control in ourselves, in our community. Now, the other part about that is as our children listen to this other music, that they're so attracted to because of the music, not the words. They catch the words later on, but it's because of the music. At what point in time are we going to learn to have these other conversations that offset that insanity that they're listening to all the time? And if we don't have these other conversations, then what we do is we continue to have 20 people come in who were shot.
Go ahead. No. I was agreeing with you. Right.
Yeah. We have 20 people that were, or that time in Chicago when they had 217 people over a long holiday weekend.
4th of July.
Was it 4th of July?
4th of July.
Okay. 217 people. But that's us, though. That ain't somebody else. We have to recognize that the system was put in place, but we're still pulling the trigger.
Facts.
We can't blame them.
Nah.
And we have to stop blaming them.
Facts. I agree with you.
Okay. We have to stop blaming them. Well, okay, you put the system and we're clear about the system. Facts. So now what are we doing to stop it? We keep on putting a Band-Aid on the cancer instead of saying, hey, I need not here for a long time.
Facts.
I need her. I need Mark. I need Hope. That's my sister anyway. I need her. I need Miss Hendricks. I need you. I need Winters. But what's and I'm giving y'all a tip for y'all community activism. And it's everybody, me included.
Yeah, everybody.
What's the issue that we're going to stop trying to attack 17,000 issues? Because you're not going to go anywhere. It's like a gerbil or a hamster spinning in the wheel thinking it's going somewhere and ain't going a damn place.
Facts.
Pick one issue. Focus on the possibilities of getting resolution and focus on the one issue in this resolution. If we're going to talk about education, that's real simple. You have to be educated. You cannot give up on, you have to be involved in your child's life, even if they're in college. They don't, at a certain time, we just let them go. No, you can't. I need to know what's going on the whole time. I've told several young men when they go away to college, I'll be your tutor. I'm not charging you. I'll be your tutor because they're going to assign you a tutor. Then you call me so I can make sure that what you're doing right. Because they're not going to give it to you right, even if it's their job. I need to check and make sure that you're getting it right. So, but if you don't call me, I'm not going to chase you.
Thanks.
So from the time that I'm pregnant. Okay, good. Now we start to read, eat. What did we say before? Everything we take in turns out. Garbage in, garbage out. Good stuff in, good stuff out. How you eat, what you take in, what you watch. If you're sitting there watching horror movies all the time, you can ready to make a scary ass baby. You jumping. Come on, man. That translates genetically, emotionally, and through the nerves to the child.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
If you watching Housewives of Atlanta and that insanity, and you mad and scream, what the hell you think your child gonna be?
Yeah, you working now.
Hey.
Crazy.
If you eating a bunch of garbage, what you think your child? Oh, your kid come out weighing 16,000 pounds.
Yeah, look what you giving them.
Look what you eating.
What is it called? Reprocessed food.
Right.
You feeding them more fast foods where you're not even cooking no more.
Right.
We letting McDonald's, Big John,
and then
Arby's feed us.
And then you wonder the reason why, and some of it is genetic, but then you wonder the reason why your child, especially the females, she look like she grown. And then when they come to school wearing certain clothes, and I say, hey, look, you can't wear that. Why not? My mama, I don't care about what your mama said.
Right.
It's about other people around here, children and adults, that are going to look at you a little different.
Facts. And and that I do agree with. They should be on that. Like you can't, but they got to get that book, Medical Monopoly.
Man,
get that book.
Get Medical Monopoly and also get medical apartheid.
Yep. Because what you talking about, That's in medical monopoly. They're talking about the foods, the steroids,
Yeah.
how young girls was having they menses, starting their menses around about 11, 10,
It
and
used to be
11.
13, 14.
Yeah, but it's coming from the foods that we
Yeah.
eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, when you look at it,
Yeah. Yeah.
see, even the quick made meals we prepare at home are heavily processed. See,
Right.
so we gotta we gotta get on that too.
So
Healthy
right.
living.
So if that and if that's an issue, then how do we do about it? I'm not trying to attack that issue. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody else's. Somebody else do that.
Facts.
You know, because if that's the case, then nothing will get done. Because if I'm covering all of the stuff, then I'm just saying me. Oh, we got to do healthy eat. We got to do this. We got to do education. Then nothing gets accomplished. Right? So, but if that's somebody else has to pick that mantle up. And that's where we build community at. But again, I know we're getting ready to get out of here because it's almost 11. We're going to start a book club. We're going to put that in the hands of your girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good. Keep doing that. Keep. You got to come up. I'm not going to keep on saying your name. You got to come up with something a little shorter. Not here. I'm going to just call you that. But yeah, that is excellent. So therefore, you're making him think on things at a different level, and he becomes a thinker. See, once he becomes a thinker, and that's the issue, is we have people that just respond and react on emotion and not think. Once people start to become thinkers, then they can't control the population anymore. Okay. All right. They can't control the population anymore. There's a man who wrote a book called, his name was George Orwell. He wrote 2 books, one called Animal Farm, go get it, and the other one called 1984. Go get that one as well. He talks about all of this. They probably banned books because this country's dumb. And they don't want nobody to think. 1984. He wrote that book in 1948, though. So he just switched the numbers around. And he talks about how this politicized ideology and how we're changing. But Animal Farm was better than 1984. So
I had to put these up right quick.
Okay.
Just this up right here. I got this sent to me. Let me put these up.
Yeah, go ahead.
But I'm gonna share some of this for our what's the name though. This gonna be coming on Tuesday.
Yeah, baby.
We'll say
Tuesday
to be sold by the Republic auction on May 18th. On Monday, the 18th of May, 1829. Slaves. The 3 following slaves. See what I'm saying is on here. Like this is
so in part of our conspiracy Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take part of the show and we're gonna talk about this because I think people are they're gonna have other theories. Man, okay, that's great. Oh, all right, from Chesapeake, Virginia. All right, we appreciate you, brother. Spread the word. Spread the word. Check us out on Sundays and Tuesdays. Sunday at 9, Tuesday at 5. Now, even if something come up, we still gonna be here.
Facts.
You know, because sometimes family stuff happen and it just is what it is. But we're gonna be here. We might be running a little bit late, but we still gonna be here.
For sure. We're gonna be I wanted to put that up because I also put the great kings of Africa.
Right.
Which I know we're gonna get up into that.
We're gonna get all of that.
Yeah, because they think our life started with slavery.
No, heck no.
And I hate that like they just think.
Can you put up a math problem?
Yeah, what you need me put up?
3.8 million years ago.
You ain't
got, don't worry about it. Put it up.
No, I'm gonna have that for us Tuesday. Okay. Don't worry about it.
3.8 million years ago. With what they called after Australopithecus africanus. Because they had to classify her. And this is the dominant gene in every woman. Especially as a woman of color, because the other people don't carry this gene. The mitochondrial gene is not in any other group. Not in Asians. It's not in Native Americans, so-called Native Americans. It's not in Europeans. There's only in one group. And the gene that you all carry is 3.8 million years old. It's called the Eve gene or the mitochondrial DNA. That's only carried in women. 1441, Pope Nicholas V wrote a papal bull. But before that, 800 years before that, the blackamoors in Spain came over to Spain and other parts of Europe to bring them out of the Dark Ages. And we're going to leave y'all with that.
Facts. I got you. All right. Peace.
Peace, fam. Love y'all. Have a great day.
Peace.